Good morning, it's Elaine with Elaine's Custom Cards, and today I'm going to show you how I did this project. It's a paper pumpkin, mini paper pumpkin box. You can use it for home-baked goodies, just a few things. It's food safe. You can put cards in it like I did here. These are the note cards, and I put 8 cards and envelopes in here. You can use it as a gift box for some special gift for someone. All kinds of uses for this box. So today we're going to make this project, and I used the Tidings of Christmas DSP. It comes in 6x6. I used this embossing folder, and I used the Merriest Moments stamp set for this sentiment right here. And then I used the Merriest Moments frames, and I used this one and then the stitched one on here. And then I used, let's see, I used the Christmas trimming dies. I used this die, and then I used the poinsettia petals, the dies that go with this, poinsettia dies. I used this die, and then this in thing that does the impression of the flower. And I guess I used this one right here. Didn't use any on this one. Anyway, and then I used these two right here. Okay? And I'll put this all on my blog. I'll probably upload that tomorrow or this afternoon. I don't know yet. Depends on how much time I have today. So let's get started on this. Here's my pieces. I took a piece of the Designer Series paper. Let me measure that for you. The measurements will be on my blog, but this is 5.5 by just a little bit under 6. I cut off a smidgen, about a 1/16 of an inch off of this. Okay, and the first thing I did was I put tear and tape on my box. Put my box together, and I put tear and tape on the top. And then I put tear and tape on each end of the Designer Series paper, and we're going to start at the back of the box. Take this off. Make sure that your paper, if it's directional, it's right side up. So to me, this is right side up. This is the back of the box. So I'm going to put it like this. On the back of the box, I'm going to line it up like this. Get it even. I'm sorry if you can't see that. I want it even on the bottom. So let's get that even. Doesn't have to go over the edge. It's up to you. I didn't want it to go over the edge, but you got to make sure that you've centered it so that when you fold it over to the top, that it's centered on the top, like so. So then you're going to take your tear and tape pieces off the top. Just like so. I put quite a bit on there because I wanted it to stick and not pull off. Okay. And you're going to go like this. Make it as tight as you can across the top. Okay. And then I have tear and tape here, and a short piece here, and a short piece there, because I wanted to make sure it stayed on there good. So take your tearing tape off, or the cover of it. And then you're going to fold it down, just like that. Okay? And dispose of all of this. Keep your workspace clean. Okay, so that part's done. Now I'm going to take, this is a different pattern, but same color, and I want it on the ends, and I'm just going to use liquid glue for that. So put that, and this particular paper pattern doesn't have any direction to it, so we're just going to put that here. Guess I should tell you what size this is. And you're going to center that right along that edge there. Okay, just like that. This is 3 5/8 long by about 1 inch or so wide, maybe slightly under. Let's go ahead and put the other side on. I had all these paper pumpkin boxes, and I thought, I need to do something with those, so I decided to make gift boxes. Pretty much what these are. So put that there. Okay. Okay. That part's done. Then I took the green foil and made, or die cut this with the die I showed you. This one here. I die cut it, and then I embossed it with the embossing folder after I die cut it. I'll put that right there so you can see it. Okay. And then I took a piece of the same paper that I used here and used that center stitched rectangle to die cut this because it fits perfectly in here. I took a Sharpie and went around this edge just to give it some like frame definition. So let's go ahead and glue this on here, because I want it to, it's easier to do it when it's not on the lid. So we'll glue this. I can get the glue to come out. And you can use tearing tape. You can use your other, any adhesive should work on this. But this, you gotta let it dry, because it will move until it has dried under there. Get that centered on there, and then you're gonna kind of set that aside. I was going to tell you the size of that piece of paper or foil that I used was, let's measure that for you. Like I said, this will all be on my blog. This is 5.5 by 4, and it should fit even if you have to kind of angle it a little. It will fit on that size piece. Okay, now I took my flowers. I took a piece of, this is Whisper White, and it is 2 by a little over 1 1/4. It's like 1 2 3 4 5/16. Doesn't have to be exact. Anyway, I used gold embossing powder on this, and then I put dimensionals on the back. So we'll set that aside. I cut out 2 of these flowers, and then I cut out 4 of these flowers. And I just take anything, and I kind of curled the petals up a little bit, like so. Just like that. I put a glue dot on the back of one and layered it on top of the other one. Let me see what I'm doing here. So I curled all the petals. And then this has a glue dot on the back. This has a dimensional on the back. And this one has a dimensional. So you need 2 of those and just 1 of the large ones. Okay. And then I have a bow. And I used the gold ribbon for that. Tied this in a bow and put a glue dot on the back. Then I have these. So let's go ahead now and glue this to the top of our box. You can use dimensionals if you want, but I didn't want too much dimension back here. And then I put a little bit of glue on some of these, because I don't want them to come off, you know, rip off. So I just kind of dabbed a little glue on some of them, just to make sure it stays stuck on the top of my box. Just like so. And then, let's see, I want it this way. For no apparent reason, just that's the way I want it. You kind of just center that, make sure it's straight. You want your this piece to be straight. We don't want crooked stuff. So you just kind of press that down. It might take a little bit for it to stick. Just kind of press it down. And then I took and I put my sentiment in the center of this. Oh, I used a corner rounder to round 2 of the corners of this. Just a minute, I'll show you. See how I rounded 2 of the corners? That one, the upper left and the lower right. And then I just centered this right in the center of that rectangle. Okay? And then I took my flowers. Well, I took this. And these pieces came from here. You could also use, if you don't have that, you could use this one. There's one on here that you could use. I just happen to be using this one. And I didn't need this extra right here. So I'm going to cut that off of both of them. See, it was too long. So cut that off. Because I want one here and I want one here. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue on some of these and get it glued down. Oops, I don't want too much. Get it glued down so it's not going anywhere. Okay. So you're going to just kind of put this right here. Like so. Because we're going to cover those up with our small red flowers. Okay. So stick that down. Let's go ahead and put the other one on. Don't forget that until the end of the month, if you can shop with me, you can sign up as a demonstrator and get $125 worth of product for only $75, free shipping. And you don't have to do what I'm doing. You don't have to demonstrate. You can just become what they call a hobby demonstrator just to get the discount. Because after your initial order of signing up, you get 20% off all your future orders. Okay, then I took my large flower with a dimensional on the back, and I put it right here in this corner. Make sure you don't cover up your words, your sentiment there. Just kind of curl your thing up there. And you can put that flower right about there. Okay? Then I took my, well, let's take the one without the dimensional on it. It's just got a glue dot because I wanted one up, raised up, and one not. So we're going to put this one right here. Okay, and then this one has the mini Stampin' dimensional on the back. And we're going to put it right next to it, like so. And then we're going to put the bow on there, up in this corner right here. Just like so. And then I'm going to take my, these are the gilded gems. I'm going to take them, and I'm going to put a large one. Oh, I forgot to tell you about this one. This is from this set. It's this little one right here. That's where that came from. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and put a large gem in the middle of that. I can get it centered, like so. And then I'm going to take a medium-sized one for the middle of each of these. It's like that. Okay, I can get that in the center. And that's your box. Very easy project. Nothing hard about this one. Now let me tell you about the cards I made for the inside, just so you know what I did. I put in 8 note cards and envelopes. And they're very simple, basic, using a couple of retired products. This embossing folder that I used is retired, and then of course the ovals are retired. But you can use, there's an oval stamp that does the plain and then the scalloped. A punch. You could use that. And you could go through your embossing folders and find the one you like. These are blank on the inside. I made 2 thank yous, 2 happy birthdays, 2 thinking of you with all my heart, and 2 with deepest sympathy. And then they fit in the box, the paper bumpkin box, perfectly. You can give this whole thing as a gift, just like that. And the way, let me tell you what stamp set I used for those sentiments. I got all the sentiments for those cards from this Peaceful Moments. There's happy birthday, deepest sympathy, thank you, and thinking of you. You could use any of these sentiments on those cards. They would all look nice. And then I made one like this. This one doesn't have anything in it yet. Still empty. I used the same DSP, just a different pattern. And I used white, the basic white, and then the stamp set I used was this one for the flowers. And then for this, I used this too. And then for this right here, I used this right here. And I took Stampin' Right marker and made these red, and this was Sahara Sand, I believe, I stamped it with. Anyway, this was the other box that I made. So you can get pretty creative. There's a lot of different patterns of paper in there, and I was experimenting with different things. Like I made gold. And I'll show you. You don't want to see these. I'll show you these things that I made with different paper, different DSP. Here's the white ones, and then here's a gold. It's really pretty. And then I found some green shimmer paper, some gold shimmer paper. This one, the leaves broke off of it, but we'll glue them back on. And then this paper is the gold and rose gold metallic specialty paper. One, there's some rose gold and then there's some regular gold, and that's what I used for that. Anyway, I hope you have a blessed day and have fun stamping. And remember to check out my blog. Probably tomorrow I'll have all these dimensions up for this. And I've got a man card already designed and ready to make. My next project looks like this. First, this is a simple card. Anyway, hope you have a blessed day, and please press the down arrow. It'll take you to my online store, or you can just type in elainedotson.stampinup.net. Email me, elainescustomcards@gmail.com, if you have any questions or are interested in any of these products, signing up, what do you have to do to sign up, anything. Thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed day.